So this is going to be a super quick tutorial or demo of how I'm coloring these coloring sheets. I am going to give some of these away and then like sell some for a fundraiser so they're not. But yeah, if people are interested in getting more, I will continue doing these. Yeah, I'm not really sure. But my thinking is that they will be for sensory bin baskets, sensory bins, or like just activities for kids, toddlers. Um, I am using colored pencils, and also you could let the kids do it. My toddler does not love coloring. I don't love coloring either, actually. I love designing coloring sheets, but I don't love coloring. Uh, but I also don't mind it for like crafty things for him. So, okay, so what I'm doing, I'm doing like just different shades of brown. You do not have to do it this complex. You do one shade of brown and then just do a darker shade of brown or black for the chocolate chips. And then you can do light inside, and then I'm doing darker around the edges. I'm just doing lines, but like swirls would be better. And I'm doing swirls around the edges for the darker parts because that's more noticeable. So just like scumbling, I believe is the term for this. Scumbling might be more jagged and less swirly, but there you go. And this one I'm doing kind of a cross hatching, but with really light marks. I am also doing the backs because I'm going to use contact paper. A lot of times I'll use packaging tape to laminate things if they're small, but I'm going to do contact paper on these just for ease and quickness. I am coloring the backs of them. I think I might do like faces on the backs of them, but most of the backs are so far just kind of like a solid brown. And this one for tree marks, I'll just use the same color. I'm using kind of like swirlies for the spoon part, because a lot of times when they're carved, they do kind of have a swirl shape to them. I believe that has to do with how like a wood carving, like the grain of the wood, I believe that's why it would do that. Anyways, it doesn't really matter. But to make the grain of the wood, really what you would do is, actually I'll do a section more realistic. I usually like start with a darker color and do kind of a circle shape like that. And then I'm doing another color on the outside of it. Kind of like how if you've ever made those like fireworks, like they go out, it's kind of like that, but with like more browns and more long, elongated versus circular. Like it's not using radial symmetry or any symmetry, it's more just a pattern. So you can kind of see how that's more wood grainy. If you want to do wood grain on this silverware, utensils, what, oh my goodness. And then like, if you have a spot that kind of is a diamondy shape, you can add a little shape in there. So that's kind of like the wood grain one. I wasn't actually planning on doing these this realistic, but it's a fun tutorial. So, or I don't know what you want to call it. The eggs, I just did really light, different directions. If you do the same like 90-degree angles, then you have like kind of a plaid one. So like the burlap, that works really well for. But for the eggs, I kind of did multiple directions. You can still see the lines, but and maybe I'll go over again in a third direction or fourth direction. I don't know how many I've done, but you can see it's kind of smoothing out. And I am doing darker around the edges, so it kind of looks like they're sitting down. Again, this is not like, you don't have to do this, but I feel like if you were intimidated to color them, because I'm not coloring them, this could be a fun, quick way to do it. And just, yeah. Or if you used marker or even paint, like a kid could paint, you could put the ones with the watercolor paint, they could paint them, they'd be like wrinkly, but if you laminated them, they would smooth back out again. So that would be an option. Or if you can actually iron paper, so like if you did watercolor and then ironed it, or if your kid did watercolor and you ironed it, that could work. Chocolate chips, I'm gonna do, I haven't actually decided yet, but I think I'll do, sorry about that, shading on the, like, actually I'll do the dark part on the overlaps, and then I'll do the other brown color on those. I think that'll look better, but again, you're seeing me decide as I'm doing it. And then so like so that one I kind of did wrong for this direction, but I'll do like brighter. I'm gonna do a bright color there. That'll actually, I don't know. It's right. It doesn't have to be great. And I'm not really a colored pencil artist. I'm a watercolor and ink artist primarily, and graphic design. But anyways, that's a whole different story. So, but yeah, blacker. So like the idea is less, so atmospheric perspective, the farther back you go, the more saturated color, or the less saturated colors are, the more grayish they are. And so that's why it'd be like blackish on farther back. The farther forward you come, the more colorful and more distinct individual colors you see. So this one is like completely wrong, because this one should be, anyways, doesn't matter. Like again, it doesn't matter. It's a pile of chocolate chips on a kid's thing. But I'm coloring these ones in so that I can have pictures for people to be like inspired by, and have, so then also people want to do their own, they can. But for the ones like I'll have friends download and like hopefully selling for a fundraiser and that type of thing, I figure I might as well do this. So there you go. There's a 5-minute quick tutorial. I think what I'll do for the salt is probably do maybe lines or stipples. I'm not sure. To kind of make the shadow, so kind of like this would be like the shaded parts would be what it shows. I'm not positive. I might just do the glass too. I might just do the glass. I probably should have done this on the, I might add some of these marks into the print actually, the print out, the PDF file. Because I still have the original and then like one more that I'll copy for it. So I might do this on the printable. So then this is just part of it. I don't know. And this is I'm thinking is like silver, so I'm just gonna make it really light gray. And I'm gonna leave a pretty big highlight here-ish, and then maybe another highlight here-ish. I don't know. I mean, it's not really that big of a deal. Thinking this part's still silver, even though I didn't make the glass silver distinction. There you go. Maybe I'll make that distinction on, I kind of made this up. I don't even know how like it would actually connect. It doesn't really make sense because it goes from cylinder to like a polygon cylinder. Anyways, and I'll probably do this stripes. I don't know what colors yet. I'm going to do the bowl blue, like baby blue. Then I'll do this probably light gray. So it's a silver-ish. Or I might have a silver, I have a silver color pencil, y'all. That makes it super easy. And I'll do the butter peach to start. And then I'll see if I want to add yellow. So, and I am going outside the lines because I'm going to cut them out. I'm going to do laminate it and then cut them out after. Some of them I might cut out before. I don't know. I haven't decided, actually. I might cut them out before. I think I will cut them out before. That's more work, but also it will be nicer for photographing and like, yeah. Anyways, okay, there you go. There's your 5 minute. Yeah, the wood grain. I'm not planning on doing that. On chocolate chips, I am doing a little bit of, what's it called? Oh my goodness. 3D shading. So you like, I'm doing lines, and I'm not doing it very good because I was trying to look in the screen. But anyways, there you go. So, okay, hopefully that's helpful. But again, it is literally for toddlers. So my toddler's not going to care at all. I wouldn't even have to color him. Anyways, hope all holds well. Take care. Bye.